It's good to have you join us on another edition of Green Footprints on Green Growth TV. On this episode, we shine a spotlight on one of Africa's most pressing wildlife crises, the illegal trade of wildlife and wildlife crime. The recent 4.2 billion naira seizure by Nigerian customs has exposed a dark underbelly of organized smuggling, threatening not just donkey populations, but the entire rural economies across the continent. As the demand for donkey-derived agile surges, Africa's landscapes are paying the price. But this isn't just a wildlife story, it's a sustainability crisis affecting biodiversity, livelihoods, and even security. How did we get here? And what can be done to stop it? Stay with us as we uncover the truth behind this trade and its devastating ripple effects. In a significant operation, the Nigerian Customs Service (NCS) has recently seized donkey skins valued at approximately 4.2 billion naira. This highlights the persistent issue of wildlife crime in the country. This incident underscores the broader challenges Nigeria, by extension Africa, faces in combating wildlife trade and its implications for sustainability. On February 10, 2025, NCS Ikeja Unit Comptroller Kola Oladeji narrates that the smuggled donkey skins were seized in line with Nigeria's ban on trading in endangered species, as donkeys are classified as a vulnerable species.
A very peculiar arrest of the 1x40 container with 4,410 of dry donkey skin with a street value of 4,235,790,464 naira 64 kobo.
Nigeria has joined the central hub for the illegal wildlife trade, particularly in species such as pangolins and elephants, despite international agreements like the Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species of Wild Fauna and Flora (CITES), which Nigeria is a signatory to. The United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime (UNODC) has identified Nigeria as a key transit point for various forms of illegal trade in wildlife and forest products, which include pangolin scales and ivory. Wildlife crime has remained a significant challenge across Africa, threatening biodiversity, disrupting ecosystems, and impacting local communities. A few notable incidents of wildlife crimes around Africa are the rhino poaching in South Africa, which happened in 2021 at Inverdon Private Game Reserve, Karoo, South Africa, where the story was of 4 rhinos that were killed by poachers who brutally removed their horns. This attack highlighted the ongoing threat to rhino populations in South Africa. And in Nigeria, August 2024, the Nigeria Customs Service (NCS) Federal Operations Unit (FOU) Zone A intercepted a large consignment of donkey skins intended for export, among other prohibited items, valued at approximately 8 billion. This seizure included 6,168 pieces of donkey skin with a total dry weight of 29,606 kilograms. In the same year, month of September, the Zone C of the same command destroyed 1,015 sacks of dried donkey meat and skin in Edo State. These items were part of contraband seized between July and September 2024. The global demand for donkey skins has led to the slaughter of approximately 4.8 million donkeys annually, leading to significant environmental and socio-economic impacts. The rapid decline in donkey populations disrupts local ecosystems, as these animals play roles in agriculture and transportation, resulting to biodiversity loss. Also, many rural communities in Africa rely on donkeys for daily activities and income. The depletion of donkey populations threatens their economic stability, and this falls on livelihood disruption. It is no longer news that the illegal trade of donkey skins has surged across Africa, which is driven by the demand for agile, a traditional Chinese medicine derived from donkey hide gelatin. This illicit activity poses significant threats to the continent's donkey populations, biodiversity, and the socio-economic fabric of rural communities. This recent development highlights the crisis that triggered the African Union historic ban on February 18, 2024. As a landmark decision, the African Union (AU) imposed a continent-wide ban on the slaughter of donkeys for their skins. This move aims to protect the estimated 35 million donkeys across Africa and safeguard the livelihoods of millions who depend on them. Reports, according to research, Ghana was listed as a trade hub. It was reported that investigations revealed that donkeys are being smuggled into Ghana from neighboring countries like Mali and Burkina Faso, among others. After being slaughtered, their skins are sold to middlemen acting on behalf of Chinese syndicates. This underground trade has led to a noticeable scarcity of donkeys in the region. The rampant slaughter of donkeys disrupts local ecosystems as these animals play crucial roles in agriculture and transportation. Their decline can lead to over-reliance on mechanized transport, increasing carbon emissions and environmental degradation. The lucrative nature of the donkey skin trade fosters smuggling and other illicit activities, undermining law enforcement efforts and contributing to broader security challenges across the continent. However, despite the African Union's ban, enforcement remains a significant challenge. The clandestine nature of the trade, coupled with high demand, means that illegal activities persist in various regions. For instance, in Kenya, between 2016 and 2019, about half of the country's donkey population was slaughtered by the trade. The illegal donkey skin trade in Africa presents a multifaceted threat, endangering biodiversity, destabilizing rural economies, and fostering unlawful activities. Comprehensive strategies, which includes strengthening law enforcement, community engagement, and public education, are essential to combat this issue effectively and ensure the preservation of both the continent's natural heritage and the well-being of its citizens. The fate of Africa's donkeys and wildlife is not just about conservation, it's about our shared responsibility to protect the delicate balance of our ecosystems. As millions of these animals vanish into illegal markets, communities suffer, and biodiversity is pushed to the brink. The African Union's ban on the trade is a step forward, but enforcement remains a challenge. The question now is, will governments, communities, and global stakeholders rise to the occasion, or will this crisis continue unchecked? The answer lies in stronger laws, community-driven conservation, and ethical global trade practices. Every action leaves a footprint. What kind of footprint will we leave for future generations? That's all on this episode of Green Footprints today. I am Divine Alex for Green Growth TV. Thank you for watching.